So this is the latest project I'm working on. It's not quite finished yet. Obviously I need to do a bit more to it before it's finished. I'm actually talking with the customer. It's the video that I'd planned to have ready, but obviously that's not going to be ready. It'll be ready in the near future once we have it all ready to go. I thought I'd just take this opportunity to address a few of the common questions I get in my YouTube videos that seem to be fairly repetitive, so it might be a good time to answer a few of those. Oh, and this video is sponsored by MASSO CNC Controllers. Thank you, MASSO. Oh. So in the background there, I have my beautiful city of Townsville, North Queensland in Australia. Fantastic place, but the last couple of days has been pretty darn hot. We've got overcast weather today, and forgive me for wearing my glasses, it's just still very squinty here. Maybe I should take them off. Also, just forgive me for wearing a hat. I don't want to get sunburned, I'm fair skinned, so I've got to wear a hat and try and be careful. Alright, first question that I get is, are you worried about people copying your designs? Not really. No, I think that the basis of my channel is to put things out there to encourage people to get out and in their workshops and make things. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's clay or glass or steel, wood, leather, doesn't really matter, is to explore the joy of making. I think it's a really important thing, and a lot of us have been so busy, and I speak from experience, so busy in our day-to-day lives trying to earn money, put the kids through school, pay for houses, cars, whatever, that we forget that we have within ourselves a strong desire to create. I think we're all creators, whether that's drawing or building buildings, making statues, it doesn't really matter. Explore that, and so if I can inspire somebody to get out there and explore and create and have a go, it makes me happy. So no, I don't mind, not at all. If someone copies one of my objects that I've made, one of my pieces, if they could give me a bit of credit in their video or their picture or whatever, I'd really appreciate that. That's fine, because that way it feeds back to me. I am trying to make a living from what I do as well. But in reality too, we've all taken some aspect of a design that's out there and used it within our own work. It's very rare that you can truly get something that's unique. But a table, a chair, I mean, they've already been designed and built, haven't they? A desk or a box. It's just the creativity that you put into that makes a difference. Your design, the timber, the colour, the choices, the angles, the workmanship, that's the important parts that you put in that, and in time you build those skills. Okay, that's that one. How much does it cost is another question that I get regularly. I really don't like answering that question because it's a big variable, how much it costs. The materials, no matter where you are around the world, they might vary. I can't get cheap American walnut where I am, and one of my customers wants American walnut, and I love it, but it's very expensive in Australia. It's an exotic timber. Whereas they might in the US, for all I know, I don't know, but they might make packing crates out of it. Forgive me, but can you see that in some places steel's very expensive, and leather depends on material prices and things like that are a variable. People's labour is a variable as well. With my work, I try and put a price on it that I think is fair. In reality too, we need to keep in perspective that the stuff that we make, we take a lot of pride in, and we make it strong. We really want to see it last. We don't want to see it just a disposable item that is cool one minute and then gone the next. I mean, my stuff you can barely lift, so it's strong. It's steel. It's wood. It's well made, so it will last generations. So you have to bear in mind, the cost is only a small component to the thing. It keeps paying over and over the years that it serves you. I hope that helps with that question that I get. How much does it weigh? Lots, shitloads. swearing. And so if you see me busting my guts lifting something around, it's probably 20 kilograms, that part. Or you see my shoulders, I can't lift much, you know, it's got to keep real here. The shoulders of a baby tree snake. Something that weighs a lot is obviously got to be factored into that cost, and it might cost you more for shipping than it costs you for the thing. So as much as I appreciate getting orders from overseas, I will ask you to consider your local suppliers, people like me, and you know, the local makers are in your area, to see if there's somebody there that can help you first. Maybe they can take my design if they like, and if you agree and I agree, take my design and they can make it for you. That might be something as well. Safety gear. People try and advise me on safety gear, and thank you for that. It's wonderful that you take my health into consideration. I do try and wear safety gear, be it hearing protection, safety glasses, welding gloves and things like that. For welding I use the heavy jacket and long pants and long sleeve. I try and use a dust mask when I'm cutting wood. When I'm spray painting, I try and use a carbon impregnated dust mask that helps to reduce any of the airborne VOCs, volatile organic substances or components. So to protect my health. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I don't use gloves a lot for handling steels and handling bits and pieces in the shop. I like the tactile feel of the material, and my hands get pretty grubby as a result. Hey, is anybody stalking me? Yeah, trying to get into my YouTube video. Some of those crows over there. Rightio, so collaboration. Moving on to collaboration. That's a good one, because yeah, I'm sure I'd like to work with some people. Collaborations are very difficult though, because we are artists and creators are individual people. We want to express our ideas, and we've got our own. Sometimes you need to be immersed in an atmosphere, creating your own juices and vibe to get the result that you need. So sometimes there are some opportunities to do collaborations for work, and working with some of those people, those wonderful makers out there. It would be a real joy for everybody involved. But I guess we all keep that point in mind, that we're also very much individuals trying to get on with our projects and allow our projects to evolve naturally. Sometimes those collaborations really test you and push your limits and create hybrid ideas, and that's really good too. Problem though with collaboration is distance. There's a lot of creators on YouTube all over the world. Problem is I might not be where I am locally, and even local people it's hard to get to align things with, so collaborations aren't always easy. Alright, next question. Editing. I do all my editing on my what is it, to Mac desktop, what are they called? iMacs? Apple thing that I use. So I use iMovie, that's what I use, iMovie. I haven't got anything sophisticated. I'd use that, and it seems to be okay. I don't know. My camera is a EOS, or it's a Canon. My camera is a Canon EOS 750D with just a standard kit lens. I use an 18 to 55 standard kit lens. Right now I've got a filter on it because of the glare that's out there. Okay. Alright, with the video editing, some of the projects that I do I might take about 400 or 500 scenes, depending on what I'm doing. I won't use it all, but if I don't take it, if I miss the opportunity, I can't go back in time. It makes it hard. So I take far more footage than what I really use and what I need. In time, I'll get more shrewd with my video shooting and cut it down. I'm just a little bit pedantic at the moment. It takes quite a while to get all that video into a usable format, and to chop. I try and use 3 seconds at a time, or 3 seconds thereabouts, of a particular stage. Like I might be getting the grinder, I might be grinding something, then you might see a broad shot from behind, or from a larger area where you can see a bit more of the detail of what I'm trying to achieve. But I'm just trying to tell a story of what I'm trying to do with the task, how I'm doing it, and the tools that I'm using and things like that. So there's a lot of work in the video editing, and it's quite a skill. There is a bit of questioning around new people. Is there still room to be successful on YouTube? I believe there is still plenty of room. There's going to be people now in a year's time that haven't started a channel, and they'll be extremely successful. They'll overtake everybody because they've come up with a new idea, or they're showing something of interest. They're challenging a particular space, and they're bringing something to an audience that they haven't seen before. So I guess what I'm saying is you need to be unique. You can't be average. Your work on the camera needs to be pretty sharp. And your editing needs to be concise, and tell the story fast. People have got short attention spans these days, and there's two sides of it. There's long form and there's short form. Some people prefer one or the other, and put up with a bit of both, but you can't please everybody. I guess that's a question I have for you. What do you prefer? Do you prefer short, sharp videos, fast, music, no music, or long and like a tutorial sense in the video? So there's all these variables, but what do you want to see in a video? You want to be inspired, you like the creative side, you like the thing starting from these raw materials and turning into, seeing it grow into that object. That's what I like anyway. Okay. My workshop has certainly evolved. I do have a lot of tools and equipment in my workshop, and some of that stuff I've had for a very long time, but in the last 2 years I have bought I have invested, spent a lot of money on machines, tools and equipment, and these aren't throwaway machines. These are machines that'll last a long time. They're an investment. They make things easier, quicker. Obviously if you're going into business, time is money. I don't want it to be time to be everything. I want art and the object to be the focus, what I'm trying to achieve. But I don't want to wear myself out by hand sawing all day long, whereas I could use a machine to do that. I've got to keep in mind that I'm not a young man anymore. I'm 48 years old, and you can wear your body out, and that can accelerate if you're not careful. Might find another spot now. What do you think? I have never put the camera in my face and started walking like this before. See all the things, all these first time things are amazing. Incredible. Probably out of focus. I've literally only got a couple of minutes before this tide comes up and takes my spot in. What have I got left on my list here? My workshop has evolved. I was talking about my workshop. It's a fairly basic workshop. It's 8 meters by 4 meters. I think it's about, I don't know, maybe 3 meters high, maybe a bit more than that. I made that workshop nearly 20 years ago. It was about 18 years ago. And I love my workshop. Hey, settle down. One thing I'd be careful here is crocs. We are in crocodile country. So, just if I get a bit twitchy, just bear with me. And it's a bit windy, so I might be a bit muffly on the sound mic there. I use a Rode mic. Hey. I love my workshop. Yes, I should. I'd love a bigger space, no doubt about it. But what I've got, I really love it. It is a really sacred spot for me. I don't know. It's where foot just got wet. This is a bad spot. I've just walked into a flipping green ants. Gosh. Biting me. That was a bad spot. See that? I just walked into that, standing there setting up my camera, and I was getting eaten alive by green ants. Individuality disappears. Got some singers in the background there. Bit of Elvis. This auto zoom starting to really shit me. Thanks to everybody who sent me stickers in the sticker swap. That's a really wonderful community that we have and we share. And I put the stickers on the wall and on the bandsaw. So thank you for everybody that helped contribute to building up the artwork in this creative space. Okay, where to from here? Obviously I'll keep working on this and get this ready, but I don't see this finishing up until the new year, quite frankly. What I will do is put a compilation video out of all the work that I've put out in the 12 months since I've become a full-time maker. I've done 26 projects, but thank you for sticking with me and thank you for your support, thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, and subscribing to my work, and I hope to see you for many more videos in the near future. Thank you.